Welcome to Blazing Baseball, episode number 41, where we blaze through today's MLB topics. And we are Astros and Yankees fans.
Yep.
And so, breaking news, we have a couple banned people, or banned players now. We have Brewers pitcher Magia, sorry if I mispronounced any names on this podcast. He's banned for 80 games for a positive drug test, according to the USA Today. And it says he was tested for, I'm going to mispronounce this probably also, stanozolol is a synthetic steroid derived from testosterone.
Testosterone. Yeah.
And then also happening today, we have, according to CBSSports.com, was Orioles Matt Harvey is suspended 60 games by MLB for distribution of banned substance, which is Oxycontin.
Yeah.
Right? No, it's sorry.
Oxycodone. Oh, it's a painkiller. It's a Percocet pill.
Percocet.
Okay. It was a painkiller. So he got 60 days, but the steroids got 80 days. So they had some trouble today in the league. Well.
Yep. So hopefully players won't use banned substances.
Hopefully they won't use
in
it
the future.
and because that's a half a season. 80 games is half the season. No pay. So hopefully the players don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's also not good.
We'll hope
for health.
Yes, it's not good for health.
Yeah.
And we hope for positive things for everybody. Have a healthy season.
Yeah.
And
then also in news, we have the Pirates go hitless in a win, but we will delve into that later on this podcast.
All right. Very good.
And so, unfortunately, the Astros lost a tough one last night after 3-6
at Fenway Park.
There was a rain delay at Fenway Park for some time, and Jake Odorizzi got injured, and he is now placed on the 15-day disabled list after trying to run to first base.
He pulled, looks like he pulled his right hamstring.
Yeah.
And he's on the DL for 15 days. They just announced it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Wow, tough break for the Astros. They need their pitchers.
Now 27 minutes ago now.
Yeah, this happened. Okay. Well, hopefully after 15 days, he'll come back and he'll be the same good pitcher that he was before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So we lost the game and we lost our pitcher.
Yeah, it says for left leg discomfort.
Left leg. Okay, it was left leg.
He left in the 5th inning on a stretcher.
Oh, boy. And he had an MRI and he got treatment. Okay, but that was at Fenway Park. All right. And we lost. We only scored 3 runs. The Red Sox scored 6 runs. Brantley had a double and Chazzy Fizz McCormick had a homer. But we had 3 runs on 7 hits and we struck out 7 times. The Boston Red Sox had 8 hits and 6 runs. The losing pitcher for the Astros was Neris. He pitched in the 8th inning. He gave up a homer. And so he's 1-2 with a 2.12 ERA. Odorizzi did go for 5 innings. He gave up 3 hits, gave up 2 runs. 2 runs, but only 1 earned run because there was an error. And he had 4 strikeouts and a base on ball. His ERA is 3.13. So, and he's going to be out for 15 days now. The winning pitcher was Strahm for Boston. He's 2-1, and Robles got the save. He's got his second save. Straham's ERA is 2.13, and Robles' ERA is 2.51. Their starting pitcher, Whitlock, he went for 5 innings. He gave up 3 hits and 2 runs, and his ERA is 2.43. So there was 29,706 fans at Fenway Park in Boston last night, and they were really happy because they won the game 6-3. So we're going to go after the Red Sox again tonight in Fenway.
Starting at
yeah?
6:10, we have Jose Urquidy on the mound for the Astros, who's a right-handed pitcher who is 2-1 with a 4.4 ERA at 19 strikeouts. And then on the mound for the Red Sox, we have Nathan Eovaldi, who's a right-hander who is 1-1 with a 3.15 ERA and 42 strikeouts.
We got lineups.
Up first is
All right.
Altuve at second base for the Astros, batting .259, 7 home runs, 12 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. Brantley at DH, .281 with 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. Bregman at third base, batting .230 with 5 home runs, 22 RBIs. Alvarez at left field, batting .250 with 11 home runs, 21 RBIs. Gurriel at first base, batting .241 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. Tucker at right field, batting .246 with 5 home runs, 19 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases. Pena at shortstop, batting .276 with 6 home runs, 20 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. Siri at center field, batting .227 with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 1 stolen base. And Maldonado at catcher, batting .113 with 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. And then up first for the Red Sox is Hernandez at center field, batting .180 with 1 home run and 15 RBIs. Devers at third base, batting .322 with 6 home runs and 19 RBIs. Martinez at DH, batting .321 with 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. Bogarts at shortstop, batting .346 with 3 home runs, 15 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. Verdugo at left field, batting .205 with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. Story at second base, batting .200 with 2 home runs, 16 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases. Cordero at first base, batting .235 with 3 RBIs. Plawecki at catcher, batting .139 with 1 RBI. And Bradley Jr. at right field, batting .196 with 9 RBIs and 1 stolen base.
Well, hopefully we're going to win tonight, and Urquidy's going to do it. He's a good pitcher, and he's got 19 strikeouts so far this season. So we're watching the game live at Major League Baseball right now. Who's winning that game? What do we got, Cole?
We have the D-backs at the Dodgers, and the D-backs are 5, losing to Dodgers 7. Dave Roberts right now is yelling at the ump.
They're having a disagreement. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
he's pretty animated. Anyway, so it's the top of the ninth in LA, and it's 7-5, and he's just yelling at the umpire away. I don't know why, but it looked like a strike because he had check swing, and they said he was safe. So he was arguing a strike. He probably got ejected for that because not allowed to disagree on a strike.
I'm not sure if he did.
Oh, okay. It was something else. It looked pretty good.
I mean, I think that's what it was. I'm not sure if he got ejected though.
Okay.
I think the ump was ultimately okay.
He walked him. Okay, it's a walk. You're gonna be yelling at him now. Some more. Oh boy. All right. Well, the Yankees won last night. Yankees were playing the Baltimore Orioles in Baltimore. They won 6-2. Stanton had a double. Trevino had a home run, and Donaldson and Rizzo also 3 of them had home runs. Yankees had 11 hits, scored 6 runs, and the Orioles had only 3 hits and 2 runs. Yankees pitching was good. Severino, he won the game. He's 3-0 with a 3.63 ERA. He had 7 strikeouts, only had 2 bases on balls, gave up 1 earned run and 1 hit. So he went 6 innings, and he had a really good outing. Severino was tough last night. 3 pitchers came in. Losiaga, Green, and Chapman came in. Chapman gave up 1 run. Other than that, the Yankees held them to 2 runs, and the Yankees had 11 strikeouts. Losing pitcher for the Birds was Brandish. He's 1-2. He went 4 1/3 innings. He gave up 4 earned runs on 8 hits, and his ERA is 5.06. Chapman's ERA is 2.13, even though he gave up that homer. There was 12,228 fans in Baltimore. So there's a little less fan base for the Baltimore Orioles. It wasn't a big attendance. That was the first game we've seen that wasn't a lot of people.
Yep, and then right now the White Sox beat the Royals today 3-0.
Already.
And the Cards were at the Mets, and the Cards won 1-3. And there are 3 double headers today. The White Sox at Royals, the D-backs at Dodgers,
Yeah.
and the Cards at Mets.
Yep.
And then, so later today, we also have the Reds at Guardians, the Nats at Marlins, the Tigers at Rays, the Cards at Mets, the Padres at Phillies, the Yankees at Orioles, the Mariners at Blue Jays, the White Sox at Royals, the Astros at Red Sox, Braves at Brewers, Pirates at Cubs, Angels at Rangers, Giants at Rockies, Twins at A's, Diamondbacks at Dodgers. And then in the standings in the AL East, the Yankees are 5.5 games over the Rays. AL
Yep.
Central, Twins are 3 games over the White Sox. AL West, Houston and Angels are tied 7 games over Seattle. And in the NL East, the Mets are 5.5 games over the Phillies. NL Central, the Brewers are 3 games over the Cards. And the NL West, the Dodgers are 0.5 games over the Padres.
There you have it. There's the standings. And Yankees, who's chucking for the Yanks tonight?
At 6:05 at Camden Park, Baltimore, Maryland, we have Jamison Talion, right-hand pitcher, 3-1 for the Yankees with a 2.93 ERA and 25 strikeouts. And then for the Birds, Spencer Watkins, right-hand pitcher, 0-1 with a 5.19 ERA and 13 strikeouts.
See if we can get a lineup. All right,
And
lineups just popped
lineup
in.
for the Yanks up first is LeMahieu at third base, batting .262 with 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, 1 stolen base. Judge at center field, batting .296 with 12 home runs, 27 RBIs, 2
12.
stolen bases.
Yep.
Rizzo at first base, batting .224 with 10 home runs, 24 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. Stanton at right field, batting .289 with 10 home runs, 32 RBIs.
32.
Donaldson at DH, batting .246 with 5 home runs, 14 RBIs. Torres at second base, batting .243 with 5 home runs, 18 RBIs. Gallo at left field, batting .191 with 5 home runs, 7 RBIs. Kenner Falefa at shortstop, batting .279 with 8 RBIs, 4 stolen bases. Higashioka at catcher, batting .161 with 5 RBIs. And then up for the Birds first is Mullins at center field, batting .253 with 5 home runs, 15 RBIs, 6 stolen bases. Hayes at left field, batting .291 with 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Santander at DH, batting .233 with 6 home runs, 16 RBIs. Mancini at first base, batting .282 with 30 home runs, 13 RBIs. Odor at second base, batting .191 with 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Urias at shortstop, batting .210 with 1 home run, 7 RBIs. Nevin at third base, batting .159 with 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Ben Boom at catcher, batting .133 with 1 home run and 1 RBI. And McKenna at right field, batting .214 with 2 RBIs.
All right, so the Yankees are going after the Birds again. And that was at 6:05, right? All right. And the Dodgers are still up 7-5 over the Diamondbacks, but the Diamondbacks have a runner on third base with 2 outs. Okay, we're getting to the end of the game there. Texas Longhorns, they're having a game tonight at 6:30 against Sam Houston State at Dish Field. The right-handed pitcher, Zane Morehouse, is going for the Longhorns. He's 2-0 with a 4.56 ERA. And Sam Houston, right-handed pitcher, Matt Rudis, is pitching for them. He's 0-4. So Texas has a good chance to get another win. They are going to play the Kansas Jayhawks on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to close out the season. So tonight, they're taking their 35-17 record into the game, and they're 20-7 at home, so they're tough at home. So it should be a good game, and hopefully the Longhorns will pull it out tonight.
Yep. And then this article is brought to us by CBS Sports by Dane Perry and Matt Snyder. And it says Pirates win despite not getting a hit. On Sunday, the Pirates edged out the Reds by a score of 1-0, and they did so despite not recording a hit on the day.
Wow.
That puts them in exceedingly rare company. And a tweet by Sarah Langs says, got 0 hits, 1 game since 1905. The Pirates did it today.
Wow.
And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other times this happens.
Yeah. That's it in baseball history.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the last time was in 2008 with the Dodgers, not a touchscreen.
Yeah.
And the Angels.
Yep.
And then it was in 92, it was Cleveland and Boston. In 1990, it was the White Sox and Yankees. In 67, it was the Tigers and Baltimore. And then 64, it was the Reds in Houston.
And Houston.
It says, continuing on the article, Reds rookie right-hander Hunter Green held the Pirates hitless for 7 1/3 innings, and then reliever Art Warren closed out the frame. However, during the 8th inning, the Pirates drew 3 walks and then plated the lone run of the game when Brian Hayes hit a grounder to second. Then looked like a potential inning-ending double play. However, Alejo Lopez bobbled the transfer, and Hayes was able to beat his throw for an RBI force out.
Yep. Wow.
Because the Reds did not throw at least 9 hitless innings, it doesn't count as an official no-hitter. If it had, then it would have been the 3rd no-hitter of the 2020 season.
Wow. That's a close game right there. I don't think it gets much closer than that, right?
Yep. Nope.
It was a good pitching duel.
Yep.
And a defensive game.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's
funny.
what happens in baseball. Sometimes you score a lot of runs and sometimes you don't.
Yep. Sometimes you need a hit.
Sometimes you need a clutch hit.
Sometimes you don't even need a hit.
You don't even need a hit.
Sometimes you need a clutch hit.
Sometimes you don't need a clutch hit. You just need to force somebody in to win the game.
Yep.
If you have good pitching and good defense and hold the other team to no runs,
Yep.
There you go.
Any other topics you want to go over?
It's 7-6 now for the Dodgers over the Arizona Diamondbacks with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th with a runner on first base. Top of the 9th. Oh, man, it's a close game. 1 run. Okay, well, we'll keep you hanging on that one until we give you the scores tomorrow on Blazing Baseball.
Yep, and we'll catch y'all next time then. Peace.
Peace out. Yeah, I don't know.